A deer? Look at that. There's another deer. Hello, deer. Hello. Look how pretty. Got the guys. JD Vance kind of made his whole backstory is that he grew up, or his family is from here. Welcome back. We're here in Beattyville. There's a road down here I've been meaning to check out. I've never been down. It seems to go alongside the South Fork of the Kentucky River. So we should get some nice views. I've changed to ultra widescreen. We'll see how that is. But this area is just as lush as the other places I've shown. This is kind of in between where I've been and out at the gorge. The gorge is another 20 miles that way. But we're going down here, 3150. I have no idea what to expect. This could just end in a block. I have no idea. Pretty nice so far. This looks like Endor. Like Ewoks could jump out at any moment. A road. Let's go down there. This could just be on someone's driveway. Guy's just mean mugging me. Yeah, I believe this is just driveways. That Red Rock video was a kind of experiment to see if no talking and music is more to the audience's taste. If it does well, that'd be really easy to do. I could do that forever. So let me know if you like it and if you like the musical choice. A deer? Look at that. See these backroads. A deer's like, what are you doing in my house, man? Beautiful. What we're doing is not intruding. We're just driving by. Nope, this is a driveway. Lol, lol, lol. This is a driveway. We are intruding, in fact. There's another deer. Hello, deer. Hello. Look how pretty. That was a little baby girl. If you're not from a hunting background, you might not know this, but there'll be a specific doe season, but generally you only shoot the boys. That's why guys always go on about the antlers and whatnot. How many points the rack was, you know? Because when you're trying to control the population, you know, one guy can make infinite babies, but each woman can only make one baby at a time. So they gotta take out the guys. Man, look at this house. Just being claimed by the earth. Kentucky River. This is Beattyville. This is apparently like the poorest city in the country. If I remember right, I looked it up once. Like, you know, again, per capita, they definitely went hard on the 250. I've seen these in other towns. This must be a Kentucky thing, but they'll put up pictures of all the guys in this area lost in various wars. Lot available, cross already installed. It's just somebody's house. house is just abandoned, just fallen over. That looks like a horde. Jesus Christ, man. Wow. I'm seeing this like through the lens of people who aren't from here, and it's kind of taking me aback, to kind of seeing this with a stranger lens, because I'm so used to it. But it is really something. What do you even say to this? Like, I grew up poor, I didn't know I was poor. But it wasn't like this. Like, I remember I was talking to someone. It was cold. We were talking about winter and heat in the house and whatnot. And I was like, well, just get out the propane thing. And he said, what? And I said, the propane heater. You just plunk down in the living room. He had no idea what I was talking about. And I found one. I'll put an image here if you don't know what I'm talking about. And I showed him, and he's like, he was just like kind of stunned. He was like, "What? People use these? This is a thing?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, everybody had these." But that, so that's like, I thought I grew up poor, but there's layers. We weren't living in a 50-year-old decrepit RV next to an 80-year-old decrepit house. Living in a shed. It really bothers me that J.D. Vance kind of made his whole backstory is that he grew up, or his family is from here. Maybe not Beattyville specifically, I don't remember where, but his family is from this kind of stuff. And ask yourself if you have heard the word Appalachia come out of his mouth in the past 2 years. What's he doing for these people? His people. This is where he's from. I mean, sheds can be nice. There's a million videos on shed to house conversions on YouTube. It's not like they're all disgusting. They're not. You can make them really, really, really nice. I've thought about it. I have 1 1/3 acres, and I definitely have room to put a couple sheds down and make some guest houses, that kind of thing. I don't know why this is making me. I'm pulling back from the idea. That's a horde. When you see those big cages out in the yard like that, that's what I'm talking about with the dogs. To have a dog that lives in that cage his whole life. That's what I'm talking about. Nice property. The middle of nowhere. There's so much goddamn trash here. It's really aggravating me. Like, in that Fallout show, at the end of season 2, this isn't really a spoiler, but at the end of season 2, he says, ISTPs on the Myers-Briggs thing. They're the ideal people to make a new society. And he lists off a couple reasons. And it hit me. I am an ISTP, and that hit me so hard because I see this trash, and I don't get it. I'm like, why would you? Like, what is just throw it in your damn footwell. Why do you throw it out the window? Why? Are you actively malicious against life itself? It's the same with liars. When people lie to me, I'm always like confused. I hate it. I hate being like this, but I can't change it. I've just always been like this. But like people, if someone lies to me, I'm in like a deal or something like that. I'm like, why are you? What do you? If we're both benefiting. Why are you? It just genuinely takes me by surprise every time. No matter how old I get, no matter how much I try and think. When I'm going into a negotiation or whatever, I'm always just like, I just assume everyone is like me, and it's not even an assumption. It's just like part of my friggin' programming. It's deeply aggravating. I'm just constantly let down by people, and I don't know why it's so hard to not be a POS. How are you surrounded by such beauty and you're like, This is a good place for my monster can. Oh, river. I don't get it. I truly, deeply, on every level imaginable, I don't get it. I don't understand. What makes you look at this and think, nah? Is it somebody else's problem field? Like in a Hitchhiker's Guide? He wrote about what he called the SEP field, where you could put knock over a bucket or something like that on the ground, and then put some police tape around it, and it'll stay there for years because everyone thinks it's somebody else's problem. I'm not the janitor of this place, so they just keep walking, and basically everyone is repelled by the SEP field. I think jeez. Spring. Want some spring water? Holy crap.